So we are taking conditional formatting today. It's a kind of visualization in data analysis using Excel. So we have some sales record. So we'll be using conditional formatting to answer some questions so that we have a true picture of how conditional formatting works. So the questions we have, I'm sure we can all see my screen. Can we all see my screen, please?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
I can.
Okay, thank you. If you can, then other people too can. So the first question says, using conditional formatting, which salespersons or person met or exceeded a monthly target of $10,000 in the month of May? In the month of May, met or exceeded, that is greater than or equal to $10,000 in the month of May. So let's go to the column of May. This is a column of May. So you highlight all of them. Then your conditional formatting is under Home tab. Under Home tab, towards the middle, you see conditional formatting. So just click it and you check highlight sales rules. Highlight sales rules. So if you check all the options, we have greater than, less than, between, equal to, text that contains a date occurring, duplicate values. If you check all these options, we do not have greater than or equal to from all these options. So we have another option called more rules. More rules. So you click more rules. So for more rules, we have there's this dialog box that comes up, new formatting rule. We have format all cells based on their values. This is the option. But what concerns us is the second one that says format only cells that contain what? So if you check the next, edit the rule description, we have cell values. Cell value, format only cells with cell value greater than, then you click that drop down arrow. You click that drop down arrow. Between, not between, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, then you see greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So that's the option we are looking for. So you select it. Then our value greater than or equal to what? 10,000. Right? 10,000. Then you need to pick your format. You need to pick the way you want to format it. So when you click the format, Hello?
Hello?
Okay. So when you select your format,
Sorry, your screen is
you
not
click
showing.
fill.
Your
It should be showing now.
Your presentation is not showing.
I'm sharing it.
Okay.
I'm sharing the screen. Can you see it? Can you see my screen now, please?
Not yet.
Okay. I think it's a bit delayed. Can you all see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So let me just go back a bit. So when you select format only cell that contains, and you've selected your greater than or equal to, you type in your 10,000.
Sorry,
what
sir.
do you, what
How
do
did you get? Okay. How did you get to this
Okay,
place?
how did I get here?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back. The question says, using conditional formatting, which salesperson or person met or exceeded a monthly target of $10,000 in the month of May, right? So I go to my month of May. So I highlighted all the sales data in the month of May. Then select conditional formatting. Highlight sales rules. So from all the options, we don't have greater than or equal to under all the options given to us. But thankfully, we have an option called more rules. So you select more rules, you select format only cells that contain. So under that, we have other options under that. Cell value, greater than. Then from under that drop-down arrow, you see greater than or equal to. When you select it, then you type in your 10,000. Okay? When you type in your 10,000, then how do you format it? Then you select your format. So under the options of format cells, then you select your field. Because you want to use color. You want to use any color of our choice to format that cell that meets or exceed the monthly target of 10,000 in the month of May. So my favorite color is blue. It's like powder blue. So I've selected powder blue, then you click OK. If you notice the preview box change to blue, then you select OK. So you come to the month of May. Then you can now check all the cells that are highlighted. We only have 2 cells there that are highlighted that met or exceeded a monthly target of 10,000. And if you check, you see that 18,930 is more than 10,000. And 12,000 is also more than 10,000. So the two of them that met or exceeded the monthly target are Jabstam and Jesse Ruth. Did we get that? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I am just
Yes,
able
please.
to join. No.
Okay, I should go over it again.
Yes, I just joined
Okay,
now.
don't worry. You get the next one that we are about to talk on. Don't worry, it's the same process. It's the same process. So the next question says, how many months had total sales of 150,000 or above? So this guy is talking about greater than or equal to 150,000. But we need to get the total sales of all the months first. Total sales of all the months. So we are going to use our sum function, which is this. So we've gotten our total, right? The question says, how many months are total sales of $150,000 or above? $150,000 or above. So you highlight all the total. You highlight all the total. Then you go to your conditional formatting. Highlight sales rule. So if we check all the options here, we don't have greater than or equal to. We don't have greater than or equal to. So we select more rules. When you select more rules, the second option, which is format only cells that contain. So the edit the rule descriptions greater than. So you select, you check in there, you see greater than or equal to. Then from here, you can now type in your 150,000. Then select your format, how you want to format the cell. So let me pick another color. I used blue the other time. So let me pick green this time around. So, okay. If you notice, the preview has changed to green. So, okay. So if you look at it, the only cell that is greater than or equal to 150,000 is this cell, which is $260,012. Did you get that? And that cell comes under October. Hello? I thought somebody wanted to say something.
Yo. So, hello, some people are saying they can't log in. No, I don't know. Maybe you should check on them.
Okay. Let me quickly do that. A second, please. Hello? Okay, let me continue. Let me continue from where I stopped. Don't worry, I will do a quick recap. Don't worry. So out of all the months, out of all the total for all the months, the one that had total sales of 150,000 or above is just the month of October. It's just the month of October that has total sales of 150,000 or above. If you check every other one, none of them has up to 150, except the month of October. The total sales in the month of October is more than or equal to 150,000. So the next one says, most of the top 10 sales occurred in which month? Most of the top 10 sales occurred in which month? So let's go. So we highlight all of them minus excluding the total sales. So we highlight all the sales from the month of May down to October. And mind you, the question says top 10 sales, top 10 sales. So we go to our conditional formatting, top bottom rules, top bottom rules. So we pick our top 10. Then you can select the way you want your answers to be formatted. You can do
Please
light
come
red.
Come again, sir, please.
Okay, sir.
From conditional formatting, please.
Okay, let me take it again. So the question says top 10 sales. Top 10 sales occurred in which month? So we highlight all the sales from all the months put together. So we go to conditional formatting, top bottom rules. Top bottom rules. You know, we've been using the previous one we used had to do with greater than or equal to, and which we got from highlight sales rules.
Sorry, excuse me, sir. Sorry. I wanted to ask this question.
Okay.
You know, when you highlighted this conditional formatting,
Okay.
we are looking for greater than. You remember,
Yes.
greater than, and I'm seeing greater than here. I don't actually know what.
No. We were looking for greater than or equal to. Don't worry.
Okay.
We are going to after this, I will use the other data set. Sorry, the other sales data that I have on the right. Then to practicalize these other options, some of these other options. Okay. So that we see how it works and what they do. Okay. Did you get it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Don't worry. We quickly have a recap before we move on to the next topic. So the question says, in which month does the top 10 sales occurred? So we have top bottom rules. So what we are after is top 10. At times they may ask us, in which month do we have the least sales? The least sales, maybe the 10 least sales. Then we are going to pick bottom 10 items. But this time around, we are asked top 10 items, top 10 sales. So we pick top 10 items. Then we can now pick the way we want these cells to be formatted. So if you like, you can pick yellow. If you like, you can pick green. You can pick anyone that you like. So let's leave it as red. So then we select, okay. So if you check all of them, most of the top 10 sales occurred in October. Most of the top 10 sales occurred in October. So our answer is October. Then the next question says, how many sales in the month of July were more than the average? How many sales in the month of October, sorry, in the month of July were more than the average? This is May, June, July. We are supposed to do average for July alone, but I want us to do it for all of them. Let's just do it for all of them. Average, which is this guy. Oh. Well, what we are interested in is the month of July. This is May, June, July. So how many sales in the month of July are more than the average? Were more than the average. How many sales were more than the average? So we highlight this. Now, this time around, we were asked more than, not equal to or more than. The question says more than, not that they are equal to or greater than. So this time around, we are talking about greater than the average in the month of July. So we go to conditional formatting, highlight cells, rules, then greater than. Then what is our average value. The average value is 6,000. The average value is 6,014.78. So let's change the color to yellow so that we can use it to differentiate it. So if you check how many of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 of them in the month of July that are more than the average. 8 of them. So it's 8. So now what I'm going to do now is this. I'll use this data set to answer some questions that we've already answered here, just in case for the people that just coming in, or to give us a quick recap on this. So we just generalize it. So if you look at this one from the month of May, the highest value is okay. I think I've sorted this. I think I've sorted this. So the highest is 18,000, followed by 12,000, 9,000, 8,000, 8,000, like that. So let's highlight this and pick and look for greater than, let's say greater than 7,500. So if you look at it, all the ones that are greater than 7,500, you will highlight them. Are we getting my point? It's going to highlight them. Then let's check the month of June and look for less than, what are we picking? Let's say anything that is less than, I'm not sure. Okay, let's say anything that is less than 3,500. You should highlight them. So if you check all this, everything that is less than 3,005, he has highlighted them. Are we getting my point? So then we can still do between. We can still do between. Let's say between 4,000 and 5,000. Okay, we don't even have 5,000. Let's say between 4,000 and between 4,000 and 4,500. Between 4,000 and 4,500 for this. Let me pick another color. Let me use yellow. So all the ones that are between 4,000 and 4,500, they are the ones that the guy will highlight. If you check, this is more than 4,000. This is from 4,000. Then this is between 4,000, 4,500. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So now there are some options that were not captured in the question. So I want to use this. So let me clear this. If we are good with this, so let me just clear this. So if you have worked on your using conditional formatting and you want to clear the rules, you want to clear the format, so you just highlight it and go back to conditional formatting and you do clear rules. Then you select clear rules from selected cell. So once you clear it, once you click it, it's going to clear all the rules that were there. So some of the options that were not captured, we work with highlight cell rules. We work with top bottom rules, but we did not touch data bars and color scales and icon sets. These three, we did not touch them from the questions given to us. So I want to use this other data set though it's the same thing, I copied it here. So I want to use it to explain the three of them. So the first one, which is the data bar, we highlight these people, all the sales in the month of May, we highlight them. Then we go to our conditional formatting data bars. Then we have two options under data bars: gradient fill, solid fill. So I prefer solid fill. So if you look at it, it's like a graph. And it's because I've sorted this. That's why it's looking like this. So we can see it from the greatest to the smallest. You can see the way it's looking. So if I try to resort it now, okay, we can as well sort it using maybe from smallest to the largest. Smallest to the largest. You can see the way it is. It's a kind of data visualization using Excel. Like I said earlier, you can see it's a kind of graph.
So
And
please
it's
do
telling
that
us.
first one again.
You said?
Where you I didn't see where you selected
Okay, sorry.
from the smallest to the greatest.
I selected the header, the sales pricing header, and the month of May. I highlighted all of them. Then I go under sort and filter. Sort and filter. Then I selected custom sort. Custom sort. Then it's asking me which one do I want to use. Definitely I want to use the month of May. Then let's do largest to smallest. Can you see it?
Yes, I got that now.
Beautiful, thank you. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is color scales. So let me sort this guy too. I think I've sorted this one too. Good, I've sorted it. Why I sorted it is so that we can have a true picture. We can have a true picture of that thing. So I highlight this. Then conditional formatting, color scales. So if you look at it, the ones that has the deep color, the deep green is 11,000, 11,000. As the number is dropping, as the value keep reducing, then the color keeps dropping from deep green to light green, light green, light green, then it's dropping gradually down to yellow. Then yellow also keeps dropping to brown. Brown also keeps dropping to red. So this is color scales. This is color scales. Then the next one, it's the next one is the data icon. I think I've done this too. Good. Data icon. So conditional formatting, sorry, icon set. Icon set. So I'm going to pick this first one. You can pick any one, but I think the first one says it all. The first one says it all. So if you look at it, for some of us that we are accountants and some of us that have worked with stocks before, these are the kind of symbols they use in stock exchange. These are the kind of symbols they use in stock exchange. These are the kind of symbols they use in stock exchange. If you are making profits, then the arrow keeps going up and it's showing green. If you are not making profits and you are not losing, the arrow is green and is steady. That means your stock is steady. So if one is losing money, it's going to turn red and it keeps going down. Hello? Can we all see that?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, beautiful. Any question, please? No question. No question, right? Hello?
Today's class, you are rushing it though. I don't know if it's because
No,
you
no. It's because you came in a bit late. That's right. It's not as if I'm rushing
I
it.
was looking for you now before
Okay,
now.
so sorry. Okay.
So now everything
Okay.
is being-
Which one is not clear to you? Let me take it again. Which one? Let me take it again.
This one you just did now. I didn't even get it. The one before you
Okay.
did the same of them.
Hold on. Is it this first one, Abi? This one, this icon set. Hello?
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
The icon set. What about this
I
first
said
one?
yes.
Okay, what about this first one? Did you get this first one? Did you get this? Hello? Are you there? Oh, probably it's the network or something. Not sure.
I think it is advisable to go over the recorded video instead of just going back. In as much as the class will be recorded and
That's it. I'm recording it. So
Sorry, are we sure we are recording again now?
yes.
second.
Yes. I'm recording it. And I think it's even off. It's gone off. Probably it's network or something. Okay. Okay, does anybody have any question, please? If you want me to go over it again, I can quickly go over it again, and then we move on to the next topic.
The benefit of those that joined late, I'll appreciate if you can just go through it one more time.
Okay. I hope all of them are online so that I won't have to be going back and forth. Okay, let me just clear it and start all over again. Now, like I said earlier, conditional formatting, it's a kind of data visualization in Excel. It's a kind of data visualization in Excel. For us to have a clearer picture of what this guy does, we have some questions. Using conditional formatting, which salespersons met or exceeded a monthly target of 10,000 in May? So what we do to get that solved is this. We highlight all the sales record in the month of May, all the sales record in the month of May. Then we go under conditional formatting, highlight sales rule. If you check all these options, we don't have greater than or equal to. Remember, the question says met or exceeded the monthly target of 10,000. So we do not have that option here. We do not have greater than or equal to here, but we have more rules. So you select more rules. So under this format only cells that contain. So we come here, then you select greater than or equal to. which value? 10,000. Then how do you want to format that cell? So you click your format, then you select your color. You can see that the preview has changed to blue. Then when you select it, you notice that only 2 cells, that means only 2 sales persons exceeded or met the monthly target of 10,000. And the 2 of them are Jabstam and Jesse Ruth. Jabstam and Jesse Ruth. So that's the first question. The answer to the first question. So the second one says, how many months had total sale of 150,000 or above? That means we are going to get total sales of all the sales for each and every one of the months. So we use our sum function to get the total or the aggregate value, which is this. I'm sure we are used to this. We know how to use that to apply our sum function to find the total. So we highlight all of them and go to our conditional formatting. The question says, how many months had total sales of 150,000 or above? Then same way, because we do not have option of greater than or equal to, so we go to more rules. Then you select your greater than or equal to, you select your format. Let me pick this green color. Okay, I think this is better. Oh, sorry, I did not input my value, 150,000. So if you notice, out of all of them, this is the only cell that is greater than or equal to $150,000. And that month is October. So the next question says, most of the top 10 sales occurred in which month? Most of the top 10 sales occurred in which month? So to solve that, we highlight all of them. We are going to highlight all of them minus the total. Minus the total. So conditional formatting, top 10. We are asked to get top 10. Top 10. So we are going to pick top 10 items. So you can, let's just change the color to maybe yellow. Okay, good. So if you check through them, you see that most of the sales, the top 10 sales occurred in the month of October. Then the next one says, how many sales in the month of July were more than the average? How many sales in the month of July? So we are going to get the average for the month of July, but I'm just like, let's find the average for all of them. Using a fill and do, you can get the value. So you highlight this guy, the month of July. This is the month of July. If you check from up, this is July. So we highlight all of them and compare and get how many of them are greater than the average sale in that month. So this time around, we are not looking for greater than or equal to, we are looking for greater than, the ones that are more. So greater than, so what's that value? 6,014.78. So if you check all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 of them were more than 8 of them were more than the average. Okay. Now, if anyone have any issue, let's just go through the video. If you don't have, if you're still having issue, you can private chat me. I can schedule this stuff for you, and we take it again. Okay, so let's move on to the next
question.
Okay.
What about in a situation we are asked, how many top 10 sales do we have? Is there any way we can generate that answer? How many top 10 sales do we have?
How many top 10 sales?
Yes.
That's the same thing we just did now. You get, you have your
most of the top 10 sales occurred in October. So in a situation where they ask how many, the number of top.
How many top 10 sales?
Yeah, how many?
How many of them you can
Okay, you can count them.
Yes,
okay,
you can count them.
Okay. I was thinking there will be a formula
them.
on that. Okay.
No formula.
Okay.
We are not using formula in here. We are just using formatting. That's why it is called conditional formatting. Okay. The next one, which is this, it has to do with math and statistics, math and stat functions. Math and stat functions. Most of the things that we have here, we've done them. The average, we've done average. We just did, right? Then we've done maximum. We've done minimum. We've done total. We've not done Kante. So I will show us to do counter and count. Then which other one? So all the ones that we've done before, I will give them to us as a practice. We practice them, which I know that we can get them. So the one that we've not touched, those are the ones I'm going to touch. Those are the ones I'm going to touch this evening. Okay, SUMIF. I will touch SUMIF. So those are the ones I'm just. So those are the ones that we just work on this evening. Those are the ones I'm going to touch. So every other ones we've worked on it, we've discussed it. Hello. So those are the ones I'm going to touch. The count, the counter, the SUMIF. Those are the ones I'm going to treat. Then other ones, then we can use them as practice. So I will start from count. Count, it's a function that counts the cell that has numerical values. Count, it's a function that counts the cells that has numerical value. Now, the question says, calculate the number of sales rep. Calculate the number of sales rep. Now, if you look at this sales rep, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's just 9. It's because the data we are using is just small. So what if you have something that is larger than this? So we just do equals to count. count. Because if we use the name of the sales rep, it's not going to count them because they are non-numerical values. So let me just do that so that you can see they are non-numerical value. That's why it's not picking them. So what we do is this. What we do is this. You count any of this value. So you can see that it's giving us 9. It's not counting what is inside the cell, but it's counting each of the cell. It's counting each of the cell. Then the next one is calculate the number of sales reps like by name. This one is asking us to do it by name. Now, what this count A does is this. It counts the cells that are not empty. The cells that are not empty. As long as the cell is not empty, count A, we count them. So count it. Can we see that? It's very, very straightforward. Now, over to this question, SUMIF. We've done something similar, but it's just in another way. Just in another way. This one says calculate the total quantity for each sales rep who obtained more than 50,000. The total quantity for each sales rep who obtained more than 50,000. So we are using SUMIF equals to SUMIF then our range, which is all these sales, comma, the criteria. The criteria is greater than 50,000. Now, why are we getting 0? Why is it giving us 0? The reason is because none of them is greater than 50,000. None of them is greater than 50,000. If I should change the first one, the first sale that John made in the first quarter, let me change this guy to 52,000. Can we see? And let me change this guy to 55,000. We can see, as long as the quantity that was sold is more than 50,000, it's going to add them together. It's going to add them together. Remember that SUMIF is sum with condition. So the condition here is greater than 50,000. Greater than 50,000. So we can use our fill and do to solve the remaining ones. So if you look at this one, the only one that is greater than 50,000 here is 65,822. Likewise, this one. So other ones, all other ones are 0. They are not up to 50,000. They are not even greater than, they are not up to 50,000. Talk less of greater than, being greater than 50,000. So the other ones, this one, greater than 50,000, this one. So if you have any other one in between them that are greater than 50,000, it's going to add all of them together to give you your answer. Hello? Any question, please?
Please, can you take this one again, please?
The SUMIF, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like we did in country and revenue, is the same way. SUMIF is getting the total value of quantity that each sales rep made. Each sales rep, the total quantity that they made that are more than 50,000. That are more than 50,000. So once it is more than 50,000, then sum them together. If it is not more than 50,000, then do away with them. Once it is more than 50,000, then you can bring all of them together. So some if, and like we know that some if takes some arguments, take some parameters. The first one is range. So the range is where are we picking our stuff from? So these are all the, this is the range. Then the criteria is greater than 50,000. Because it is equal to 0 because none of them is greater than 50,000. None of them is greater than 50,000. So the ones that are greater than 50,000, those are the ones that the function picked. So if it's greater than 50,000, the function will pick them. So if I should come to this place and change this guy to 58,000 and change this guy as well to 57,000, you can see it matched them together, it summed them together because they fulfilled the condition, because they met the condition. Okay?
Thank you.
I think I'm good, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Any other person? Hello? Okay, I think we are all good, right? Okay, so let me move on to the next one, the data set. I will just introduce us to this data set, then try and show us one or two things here. Then we are going to use this data set to solve some problems later on. We use it to solve some if, count if, VLOOKUP. Then we are using, we may use it and we may not. We can use it, we may use it and we may not use it for our what is it called? For our pivot chart, pivot table and pivot chart. Then we can use it for dashboard as well. So I think we have another data set there, but as time goes on, I'll let us know which one we are using for our pivot table and our pivot chart plus dashboard. Now, if you look at this guy, let me check if this guy is not okay. I've cleared the name. Now, what I want to tell us here is this: it's not all the data that you see in Excel that is in a table. Let me take it again. Though Excel it's in rows and column, it looks like a table, but until it is converted to a table before you can say it is a table, though you may not know except you check. So how do you know whether the data set or the data you are working with in Excel has been converted to a table? What are the things that you need to look out for? The first thing you need to look out for is this: the header of each columns will be separated from the body of the table. It will be separated. It will be highlighted. It will be highlighted, and it will be separated from the rest of the table. That's one. Then the second thing is the header. We have what we call a filter. Each of the header will come with a filter, and the table we have a design. It's not necessarily a design, but you see that it's been formatted. Then the table will come with a name. The table will come with a name, whether with a default name, maybe table 1, table 2, table 3, or thereabout. Or you can give it your own name. You can give it your own name. This table has been given a name. This table has a name already, but if you look at it, once I select this data underscore set, you see that it's highlighted everything. This guy has a name. So let me just copy it and show us what I want to show us. I've copied this guy. So I'm dropping it elsewhere. Or probably I should use this. Okay, don't worry. Let me just use this to explain. Now, what I'm going to do is this. What I want is, I don't want any other, I want just the value. I want just the value. I don't want to paste the function. I don't know whether there are some formulas that's been embedded in that table. So, but what I want is just the value. So I'm going to use what is called paste special. Paste special. So I'm going to click Control Alt V. Control Alt V will give me a paste special dialog box. Let me take it again. Control plus Alt plus V. Control plus Alt plus V. So when you press the three of them, it's going to give you a paste special dialog box. Once it does that, then you select your values. What I want is just the values. I don't want any other format. I don't want any other thing. I don't want formulas. All I want is just values. So once I select values, then you select OK. You click OK. Now you see that this guy has come here. Okay. Now, another thing is this. If you look at it, it seems they overlap. It seems they overlap. The header and some of the content of the table, they overlap. So how do you expand it without you having to start to expand it one after the other? So you come to the corner above one, you just select it. If you click it, it's going to highlight the whole spreadsheet. Once it highlights the whole spreadsheet, hold down your control key and click anywhere within the line. Once you put your cursor anywhere within, you see the cursor changes to cross or plus sign. Once it changes to plus sign, you can double click it. And once you double click it, it's going to expand the whole data. Or let me take that again. I've clicked it. I've highlighted, the whole table is highlighted, or the whole data is highlighted. So I hold down my control key, then I place my cursor in between any of the lines above the header. You see that the cursor changes to plus sign. So double click it, then it expands it. That's the first one. Then we need to convert this data to a table. So how do we convert it to a table? All you need doing is just click Control plus T, Control T, Control T. So it's going to convert your data into a table. So if you look at it, it has highlighted everything and it's saying my table has headers. So it noticed that this table has header. So it has checked it that this table has header. So what you just need doing is just click OK. Now, can you see this? You can see this. The two things that I ask you to look out for. Look at the filter. This is a filter. Then see the header. The header has been separated, highlighted from the body. Then you can see the default name of the table. Under table design, under table name, you see table 3. So if I want to rename this table now, I can just change this this table 3 to whichever name I like. Hello?
I can hear you.
Somebody hearing me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Any question on this?
Sorry, can you go a step backward? Just.
Okay. Okay, let me take it back a bit.
I have a question too.
Sorry, what's the question?
In a situation whereby the header is not available, how do you make that? How do you create?
In a situation where the header is not available,
Yes.
So does that mean you have a table that doesn't have header?
I'm just saying.
Or
I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's if we could have search.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's possible that you have a table that doesn't have header. I'm not sure it's possible.
Okay.
Because the header is the identifier for each column. The header is the identifier for each column. Is the header that will make you to that will help you to know that in this column, this is what you have. Like this distributor name now. If the header is not there and you just seen the names, you won't know what it is. It may just be like, okay, maybe the name of students, or maybe the name of footballers. You get? So the table must come with the header. Are we good, sir?
Yes, we are.
Okay, beautiful. So let me take this stuff back a bit. Like you rightly said, I should take it back a bit. So I'm starting from here. When I first pasted this, I used paste special, Control Alt V, Control Alt V, and you can use Alt HVS. Don't worry, don't let me bother you. So Control Alt V, that's going to give you paste special after you must have copied whatever you want to copy. So Control Alt V will give you paste special dialog box. Then you can select your values. Okay, good. Now I've highlighted this, and you notice that some of this data, even the header and all that, they overlap. And I don't want a situation where I will have to be expanding each column one by one. What if I have a larger data set than this? So it's going to take me some time. And like I always tell us, as a data analyst, we need to think of the time that we don't have so much time. So we need to work very fast. We need to work smart and not work hard. So you hold down your control key and you bring your cursor into any of the corner of the header. So once you see that your cursor turns to plus sign or cross sign, so just double click anywhere there. It's going to expand the whole of the table. You can see. Good. Now, to convert this to a table, all you need doing is just Control T. Control plus T. Same time, you press down your Control and T at the same time. You can see that the guy has highlighted the whole data. That's highlighted the whole data. And it's telling me my table has headers. So once you click it, you can see, then you can change the design of your table. You can change the design of your table. You can change it to this one. You can change it to this one.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, before you expanded the individual column, after you expanded it, before you got to the dialogue box, the box, I didn't hear what you said.
Okay. Before I expanded the table.
Yes. Your voice wasn't clear again.
Okay, probably network. So sorry about that. What I said was, I used short key after I've copied this data from the previous sheet. So I use Control Alt V. Control Alt V to give me a paste special. Hello, can you hear me now? Are you hearing me now? Hello. Are you hearing me now?
I guess it's a network.
It's a network, yes, I guess. Hello, are you there? Okay. So we can change the table design. You can change the table design. So you can change the table design. Click this guy. You have plenty of them. So you can see all of them that we have. So you can change to whichever one that you think you are good with or you are comfortable with. Okay. So any question based on this? Hello?
Sorry, that time you said the paste special. What did you select?
Special.
You know? Yes, before you got to this point. What did you select?
Okay.
Which
What did I
of
select?
the option? Yes.
Options. I copied the table. I copied the data from the previous sheet. I highlighted the old data. I copied it using Control-C to copy. Then I open another sheet. I now use Control-Alt-V. Control-Alt-V. So once you do Control-Alt-V, the paste special dialog box will come up. Then you select values. When you select values, then you click OK. Values, yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. So afterwards,
your network, I'm not hearing you clearly.
How did you now get you now have the header and the body copy separate, different from each other?
Okay, beautiful. So once you paste it, you just do Control-T. Control-T. So let me go back a bit.
Hello? I said, okay, after pasting. So how did you get this point where the...
That's what I'm saying. Control-T. Control-T. Control-T.
The table header and the body.
You click Control-T.
Now I have different...
Hello?
I'm with you,
So you click Control-T. Once you click Control-T, then it's going to give you create table. Then you click OK. Then it changes everything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Beautiful. All right, thank you. So let's go back to our table, our original data set. These are original data set. So what we are going to do is, let me just highlight everything and give it a table design. I'm just going to give it a table design because I've converted it already. But the only thing that is not there is just the filter. So I'll just put filter there. So what I want to show us here before we round up the class is this. Because of the functions we are going to be treating in the next class. So there is what we call name range in Excel. Name range. The essence of that is this. You can, this table has been given a name. This table has been given a name called data underscore set. This is it. It has been given a name data underscore set. Now, because we are going to be dealing with SUMIF, COUNTIF, VLOOKUP, and the likes, and there will be a need for us to be moving from one sheet to another. So when you are moving from one sheet to another, there is every tendency that you may mix up the whole thing. There's every tendency. Your formula will be cumbersome, and if you don't know your way, you won't get the right answer. So this calls for name range. Name range in the sense that you name each column. You give each column a name. As it is now, how many columns do we have here? We have just 11 columns. I've worked with a data set of 857 columns. So if you want to be naming these columns one after the other, it's going to take you a long time. Let's assume, for instance, we are dealing with a data set of 857 columns. So how long will it take us to start to name each column? So, but Excel make some functions available that can help us to name your column. Even if you have 10,000 columns, it can name them in just 1 minute. Okay, so what I would do is let's just highlight. We don't even need to highlight it. Go under data. Sorry, under formula. Under formula tab. Under formula tab. Hold on. Let me highlight all of them. I think I have to highlight all of them. So under formula tab, you see create from selection. Create from selection. What are we creating from selection? We want to create, we want to give each and every one of the columns of this table, we want to give them a name. We want to give them a name. Don't worry, by the time we start VLOOKUP, SUMIF, COUNTIF using this data set, you understand why I'm showing us this. So create from selection. So just click create from selection. Once you click create from selection, it's going to give us a dialog box. Create names from values in the top row, left column, bottom row, right column. Now our header is top row. Our header is top row. So what you just do is you just click OK. When you click OK, it seems nothing has happened, right? Now come to name box. Can you see this tiny box? Name box. So click the drop down arrow. You can see all of this. You can see all of this. Okay, don't worry. It seems probably I've kept them there. So let me delete all of them. I will delete them. Then I will do them again. Now, okay, before I start that, so can you see we only have just three items in that name box. So let me do this again. Create from selection, top row, then okay. So in no time, the guy has created.
Sorry.
Okay.
Suddenly, how do you get to create from?
Yeah.
Create from selection.
Okay.
I just saw the dialog blocks.
Formulas.
Okay, formulas.
Okay, sorry. Under the formula tab.
Yes.
Under the formulas tab, you see define names beside name manager.
Okay.
So beside the name manager, you see create from selection. So
Okay.
once you highlight everything, you click your create from selection. Then you can now pick top row. Are we good, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good. So once you check the drop down arrow, you can see it has created all of them using the name, the header to give, as in it used the header to identify the column, using the name of the header to name the column, each and every one of the columns. So let's check the distributor ID. You can see it. This is distributor ID. And how do you know which one? So once you just click any one of them, it's going to highlight it. Country, you can see it's highlighting country column. Distributor name, you can see it's highlighting distributor name. Revenue is highlighting revenue column. So unit price is highlighting unit price. Products, product code. So each one, he used the name of the header. He used the header name to name each and every one of the columns. Do we have any question, please? Hello?
From my side, I'm okay.
Okay. Do you have any question?
No question for now. Maybe when I go through the
videos,
the
okay,
video, I'll be able to meet up with what I missed. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Any other person? Okay, let me just stop the recording.